This is Slide Into Your DMs,
the podcast about sex, love, and dating
in a digital world.
With Brian Macduffee and Maggie Mayfield.
You gonna get some dick tonight? Dick tonight?
I feel like I need to stuff it like a bra. Like just put a sock up here.
Have you ever stuffed your bra?
No.
Oh.
I don't think so. Maybe once. Just to see what the hype was about.
Were you born in the butt generation? Is that why?
I am more of an ass man myself.
Me too.
You know what I mean, though.
I don't think... I didn't have enough to even get pushed up by the socks, you know?
Yeah. I used to take my mom's shoulder pads and like stick them in.
Oh. I am very like self-conscious about nipples showing. I know Austin's very pro nipple. But I do... So I do put like padding, but I don't... The stuffing, it's not... There's not enough to like push up, you know?
Wait a minute. Do you wear bras? Is that...
I do, but I mostly wear sports bras.
Nice.
Comfort first.
Is that comfortable? Because I wear them and I'm like, oh, my neck.
Yeah, I try to. Well, these are from Amazon. This is a real bra, but it's basically a sports bra. It's very thin.
Have you seen? There's this new thing on Amazon. You're just like blown away.
No, I'm learning.
There's this new thing on Amazon. Taylor Swift was wearing one, and then I see it on TikTok now all the time. But it's like a posture correcting bra.
Oh, I've heard of.
Yeah, and it like helps keep your shoulders back. I need to get one.
I saw Taylor Swift wearing one, so then I got one.
Yes, shut up.
That's why I bought this jacket.
Shut up.
We should all cut holes in our shirts like Mean Girls.
We're all Chiefs fans now. All of a sudden, is that it?
Wait, what do you mean
don't get
holes?
Have you seen Mean Girls?
Like when, like 2012.
It's a classic, but
Yeah.
she cut the holes
for your people more
so
than
that
my people. You know?
My people.
Yeah.
You mean
What you trying to say?
females? Is
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a great, solid movie, though.
I mean,
It
she
is.
gets hit by a bus. That's like the exciting part, you know. The rest is
That
like
did
dudes
happen.
are like, oh man, I hate having sisters, and they got to choose this on movie night, you know.
I feel like it can be enjoyed by all. There's hot girls in it.
Yeah.
High school girls, but yeah,
That's
you
also
know?
funny.
yeah.
Yeah, but they're not really in high school.
Yeah,
Although
but
that
in
is
the
a
movie
fine
they're
line,
in high
isn't it?
school, you know.
Yeah.
You
That
can't
is
watch
a-
that movie as a grown ass man and be like, "Oh, Mean Girls is so good," you know. It's weird.
I mean,
it's
you
creepy.
can,
Secretly.
but you
No.
can't find them hot. That's weird.
No, you can't. I don't even think you can watch that movie as a man. Like you can't watch. It can't be on TNT. You
Brandon,
can't sit
can you
down
chime
and-
in on this? Have you seen Mean Girls?
Yeah, I just saw the musical 2 days ago.
Oh, the music. How was the musical?
Yeah, he went full.
It was pretty it was pretty much of a letdown. I'm just gonna regurgitate my girlfriend's opinion
Thank
on it.
you. Thank you. Thank
But
you. You can't watch that alone.
No, she took me to
No.
see it. She wanted to see it. Her complaint, and I mean, I've never seen the real musical, but I agree, was that like she was showing me songs. You're supposed to, when you make a musical movie, make it big and grandiose. It's supposed to be like bigger than what you could do on the stage.
Oh, yes.
And it was kind of a letdown. The songs were slower tempo. There was less like heart and feeling in it. It was not one of the better musical movies I've seen in a while.
Oh, it was a
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah, they made the Mean Girls
Oh.
musical. They turned it into like a musical movie, like how I guess they did like Dear Evan Hansen, or it's the one where they're in like the Spanish projects of New York. That one.
All right.
Oh, yeah. When I was in high school theater, we went to Broadway every year to like see a real theatre. And we saw Spider-Man the musical on Broadway.
Awesome.
Nice.
It was the most expensive Broadway production ever created. And I think it opened and then immediately closed because it sucked. And then Spider-Man like broke his back.
Wait, in real life?
Yeah. Because they were flying them right across the theater and then something happened and then he like almost
fuck.
died. Yeah. It was weird.
He,
Spidey
like,
senses were off.
Not
he
everything.
fell from the rafters?
Something happened. Don't sue me and don't.
Brandon, can you look
just
that
fact,
up?
Yeah, you can fact check. It was Spider-Man the musical. This was like 2011 or
That's like a
2012.
dream right there. That's like what you pay to actually see, you know? Like, I just want to see
That
the
sounds like
fall.
a nightmare. You have kids that are excited to see their hero and he falls and
Yep.
Wait, do kids go to Broadway?
yeah.
Oh, that's a. How,
Do you know
how
what
expensive
off Broadway
that?
is?
Off
Oh,
Broadway?
yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that the same thing?
It's like the AAA league of Broadway.
Oh, there's a AAA. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It's like Rocky's comedy is like off Broadway comedy.
I'm not even going to say that, but yeah. Yeah, that's like single A, my guy, you know? Yeah, dude. By the way, when you were talking about musicals, you know what I wanted you to say?
What?
My only complaint, Too much singing.
That's something that my partner would say.
All right, yeah. Can we dive into that?
Oh,
And you
boy.
call him my partner, huh?
I know.
Because
It sounds like a situationship because you're like, it's complicated.
it is a situationship.
Yeah.
And you drop the word stepdaughter and everything.
Yes, we were married.
Sounds like a real situation.
And now we're divorced. But we moved to Austin together. And we're living together. And we're
Divorced.
monogamous. But
But-
divorced.
But divorced.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I think we need Dr. Phil for this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what else would you call that?
Maury Povich.
And we're in
you know?
Austin, so everyone just assumes we're poly. I'm like my partner.
Yeah. Right when you said that, I was like, oh, there might be a chance. Just like,
Because it's Texas, so I could be like, put it there, partner. No, that was stupid.
Where did you grow up?
The DC area.
And you met him there.
Yes.
How long were you married?
Like 3 years? 2.5 years?
You seem pretty young.
Yes.
How old did you meet? How old were you when you met him?
20. I've blocked a lot of this out of my memory. 22, 23.
And how
23.
long were you together before you got married?
Like 2.5, 3. I was in the military, so things move very quickly.
how old was he when you guys met, too?
He's much older, isn't
Yes,
he?
he
Yeah, because you said
is.
stepdaughter, and I was like,
You've met him. When
I
we-
met him
Yeah, at what's that?
at Challenge Mike?
Yeah, and the one after that,
Anderson Mill.
Anderson Mill Pub. Yeah.
Let me ask you this, so I can you don't got to say his age, but I just want to get a gauge here. When 9/11 happened, did he know what was going on?
Yes, when we met, he was like double my age.
Oh, damn. So when he met you at 8, he was 16. All right.
That's not how the
No,
math
when you
I know.
met, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Are you happy?
that's a loaded question.
That's a tough situation to be like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm thriving in, too, you know?
Is
Like,
any
what do you
comic-
want? I don't know. That's fair. That's fair, and that's that's valid.
We are 5 minutes in, and Maggie is going in hard.
Yeah, I
okay?
guess. Well, I don't know. I'm like, is he gonna listen to this? Yes, I am happy. I'm very happy. I mean, things are good right now, but it's like day to day, touch and go. You know,
Okay.
situationship.
Yeah.
He's a really good guy, but it's there's the age thing. There's a lot of factors.
Do we need more pillows? Is that what we need?
More pillows?
Yeah.
Just more,
Here, this is how good. Yeah.
more pillows. More
Yeah.
cum stains.
Yeah.
Does someone want to jizz on the?
I got a handkerchief, too, if you just want to let some tears
Yeah.
out.
Oh,
you know?
more?
Nice. 3,
Here's
4
throw me one, throw me one.
pillows. Nice.
Do you want one?
Do you need one?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Okay.
I'm
Do I look-
secure in my
Do I look
situation.
defensive and closed
No, this
off
is
now?
like this is just how we ladies talk. Right?
Okay, now it's a sleepover.
Yeah. Okay.
This is good.
Shit.
Yeah.
Okay. So you grew up in the DC area. That area is beautiful. Are your parents still together?
They are.
Do they still live in the DC area?
They do.
Are you close with them at all?
I'm trying. I didn't have a good relationship with them growing up, but yeah, my dad used to like go back to China he was away a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why.
And now, like as an adult, you're like, oh, I should get to know my dad.
Yeah. Can you tell that I had an absent father and that my parents don't get along? That's why. Isn't that how comics are made?
Yes.
Yeah. This is
Yeah.
one of the ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brothers or sisters?
Nope.
Only
Oh,
child.
man, yeah.
Only child.
So are you
pressure's
and your
on.
mom? Are you and your mom close? Or do you butt heads?
I did not get along with my mom growing up, but I've realized in the past few years, like, they're not getting any younger. You better start being nice to them now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's cool though when you're an adult because now you get to like kind of be their friends. You know? No, not for you.
Are you guys? I think this is a white people thing.
There's another reason I love being white. You know, that's great.
I mean, I'm trying, but and especially like, I don't know, the more work you do, and then you're like, oh, all the trauma came from my parent. And then I would confront my mom about it because now we're mature adults and you can be like, hey, mom, like, it wasn't nice when you compared me to everyone and said that white people or Asians will never be as good as white people and girls will never be as good as boys and I'll never be as good as my friends. And she's like, I said no such. I did not say that.
Oh, and she denies it.
And
yeah.
she's like gaslighting me, and I'm like, you said it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where else did this come from?
Yeah, I wish there were home videos. My friend has one of my best friends she was digitizing all her home videos, and she literally found, and she had a lot of like eating disorders, and she found a home video where her mother is telling her like that she's fat and that she needs to like stop eating and stuff. I'm like,
There it is, the proof.
that sucks, but it's, the proof is right there.
Yeah, but I also think it's probably because her mom is trying to help her with something that she wished she had help with or was like struggling with,
I do think parents project.
Yeah, I think like they're
Yeah.
just trying to do the best they can, and just like they're trying to give you what they learned, and like, hey, I hope that you don't have it as painful life as
Yeah.
I do. So even though it is harsh, like sometimes I feel like it benefits, it's good. Yeah. Even though I imagine having like an Asian mom, from what I know, they're like overbearing and like you will become a doctor or,
Yeah.
Was it like, was your childhood like that? A lot of pressure?
She wasn't like a traditional tiger mom. Like I kind of.
Tiger mom.
Yeah,
hell
that's the.
there's a whole term
Yeah,
for
I
it.
didn't know
Love
that.
it. Yeah.
She was like a house cat mom. I feel like.
Elaborate.
Like she'd be like, do the thing, but then she wouldn't.
Take you to go do the
make
thing.
Yeah.
me-
Okay.
And she'd go in the back and like smoke a cigarette. Yeah.
Like I wish I had more discipline because now I'm just so lazy sometimes, and I wish I had.
Wait, how old are you? If you don't mind me asking.
29.
Oh yeah, you're. I'm 30, so I feel like once you kind of start, I feel like 30, you start to figure it out a little bit more. You kind of
Yeah.
accept the shitty things about you, and you're like, I'll work on
Yeah.
them, but it's my downside. It is what it is, But
Yeah.
I feel like sooner or later you just start kind of accepting it. Like, yeah, I'm gonna keep trying my best, but this is just who I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely in a big like self-help phase, like trying to get every day for the past my whole life I'm like, I'm gonna get my shit together, like even as a 5-year-old, like I gotta get my shit together, like now I
Fisher
realize
Price together. Just gonna get my Fisher Price Thomas the Tank Engine
You're like
together.
5, like
Yeah.
smoking, like, dude, I need to get a job.
Yeah,
Like,
seriously.
yeah.
and now I realize like no one ever has their shit together, we're all just pretending.
No, I know I know a dude that's like doing pretty well, and I would say he has his shit together,
That's a red flag.
He doesn't have like everything. Like he wants the wife and the house and the kids, and he doesn't have that. But like career-wise, he's like pretty put together, and he is like the most adult friend that I have, Like everyone else, I'm with you. Like me, I'm a kid that just grew, I'm like a weed plant. Like someone added water, and I'm just like, ha, ha, I want to run around naked, but they say I can't, But like I know some people that are like fucking adults, like real life adults,
Yeah, but I'm skeptical. Like if someone looks like they have all their shit together all the time, like he probably is one of those like autoerotic asphyxiation guys. Like I don't kink shame, but
Yeah.
he like seems like he has it all
Yeah,
together.
like on date
and
2, he might call you mommy or something.
Yeah. And then he goes home
should
and puts
ask
his
him.
tie in the door.
Ask him.
Yeah.
I don't think that's something hey, bro, what's your fetish, by the way?
Actually, yeah, a lot of people who are like in control in their professional life, then they like to be dominated
Yeah.
in their.
Yeah, I mean,
They're behind
hey, why
closed
is
doors.
that shame? Sometimes that's a little fun, huh? You meet a big, strong woman,
Just pee in my mouth.
Oh, no. Well, I do, yeah. Wonderful lights,
Oh, is that your thing?
Pee in my mouth? No, that's not my
Okay.
thing. No, I think I'm fun. I'm open to things.
Yeah.
If my lady was ever like, hey, I want to make you my bitch, yeah, maybe on your birthday or something, we can mix it up.
I
not?
appreciate the open-mindedness. I feel like a
Yeah.
lot of people are very like, no, I'll never try that. Like,
Yeah,
never
but
say never.
they're also just worried that people are gonna think less of them, and they're like less of a man. Like
Yeah.
last week I chopped wood, so I'm fine. For like at least 2 weeks of manliness.
Wait,
Yeah.
why were you chopping wood?
Just to remind myself.
You have an axe?
Yeah, I haven't. Yeah, Brandon, don't you have an axe?
Always.
Yeah,
it's in my backpack
Yeah,
right now.
at birth, they smack
it.
you on the butt and they go, "There's your axe."
Were you preparing for the freeze?
No, I was just really just at my cousins and Giddings, and I was like, "Huh."
Oh, you really chopped wood?
Yeah, I was like, "Huh."
Oh, wow.
Chopping wood. My ancestors did this. Let me go ahead and fucking roll my sleeves up.
There's a guy on TikTok.
I
that
was just
chops-
thinking
yeah.
about that.
He is so hot. It's
Yes.
like,
Oh, he's a hot
it's
dude
so
shopping.
dumb.
Yeah.
I'm aware of this.
So
guy.
wait. I'm curious. Does that like get y'all? Oh, is that
Yeah.
your blood boil when you see
Yeah,
that?
and
Oh, it's hot.
the
Yeah.
primal.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, oh, he's gonna care for the whole litter of cubs that we just pumped out or whatever. Yeah,
So what about if you see a guy cooking?
that's good too.
That,
Yeah, that's
but
good
does that do it for you as much as a guy chopping wood?
I'm very food motivated,
Yeah.
but they're related. It's like he's gonna take care of you, you know.
So that's like, is that the? Would you say that's the general thing for women? Is it takes care of me?
Yeah, I think we've talked about this. And the lobster and the shell and like
Right. Who has the biggest
Yeah.
corner?
The
of
dominance
ocean.
hierarchy?
Yeah. Yeah.
mm-hmm.
That's the only thing I got out of the 12 Rules of Life. I couldn't finish it, but the dominance hierarchy, I'm on board with
Wait,
that.
explain this.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is.
So basically, Jordan Peterson's 12 Rules of Life.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's one called the dominance hierarchy. Was the example was lobsters, and so basically like the bigger lobster is
Gets
gonna
all
put,
the
like-
lobster
yeah,
puss.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Get all the lady lobsters.
Yeah.
How do you tell?
Hey, lady, come into my shell.
Can you, like with
Money?
crabs, it's like, hey, you want the female crabs or the male crabs?
Well,
how do
like
you
when
tell a
they're the
lobster?
biggest, right?
Yeah.
So like the biggest one has the biggest shell, the most protection.
We're gonna, how do you gender a lobster? We're gonna.
What is a good lobster?
Oh, I was talking about gender.
Oh, okay. I thought
It'd
you
be
meant,
funny
like,
if
how
it-
if you wanted to eat it like. The
Oh, I'll
crab
eat
thing.
Oh,
any lobster.
Yeah, I would like if
Wait,
it just said add butter.
You
They're
know
all
they used to
good.
fertilize fields with lobster because they thought they were the cockroach of the sea.
Loudermilk, huh?
Wow.
Oh yeah, that's what we
Yeah,
were
yeah.
talking about.
I just watched an episode a couple days ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's such a waste. And now the world's running out of lobster.
They also were like served to inmates for a while too.
Yeah.
For the price of lobster, it's not that great. Let's be honest. It's not that good.
Wait,
Didn't used to be.
you don't think
this
lobster is
expensive.
good?
For the price of it, no. I don't think it's worth it. You're like $30 and I gotta work to get my food out.
Okay, to be fair,
Well-
sometimes shrimp or langostinos, you could kind of get the same effect.
Nice, you know.
Oh, if I'm
So good.
peeling shrimp, I'm already out. I hate working for my food.
So like crawfish
And
boils.
I'm paying for it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
crawfish.
Oh,
not your
yeah.
thing.
Oh man, people are like, "Oh, it's just poop. It's the flavor. Ooh, the
Yeah.
flavor." I'm like, "This is why? Like, you couldn't just got tacos?"
Yeah,
Like,
crawfish are tough because I don't do the head, and then the tail is so teeny tiny. I'm like, I could just buy a pound of shrimp.
I gotta
Okay.
buy 35 of these for
Literally
a snack.
just having this conversation last night with my sister and brother-in-law, but
Uh-huh.
like, is there a food that you wouldn't try? And this came up because it just came out that in South Korea they banned that you are not allowed to eat dog anymore.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
Austin
so
Comics,
they
listen up.
they just banned it, and
Yeah.
so the government is like helping the factories that like kill and butcher these animals to redirect their business. I know you think it's so funny, but it's true. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
And I was like, if you were in South Korea, would you have tried it? Would you have tried dog?
I was
because
stuck-
it's culturally
Yeah, it's a
normal
culture-
there.
yeah.
Well, let me
Yeah.
tell you, I always thought that was something white people made up.
It's
I
true.
thought that was like one of those stereotypes we made up to look ourselves look better, you know?
No.
I'm not that like culinarily adventurous, I feel like, especially for an Asian, because I feel like a lot of Asian, like I grew up seeing my mom eat different things, but I'm not that adventurous. Like even soft shell crab freaks me out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, why?
Okay.
Because it's like crunchy, and so I like, if I can tell that it came from like a living thing and I can see the like chicken wings. I love chicken wings, but sometimes you see the little hairs and I'm like, ooh, I don't
Man,
know.
I
It
used to
gets in
like
my
chicken
head.
wings. Now I'm thinking, oh, there's hair on my food? Can't do that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes when
Just
I'm
like
cooking
dip in the
ground
ranch.
beef.
Like, what are you talking about?
I don't know. I always say I'm like one Netflix documentary away from becoming a vegetarian.
Okay.
Yeah. But I don't think I could never give up meat for good. But these documentaries, man.
Yeah, watch some fiction. Watch something a little fun, you know? Turn on some fucking cartoons or something, you know? Let
I
yourself get a
know.
little weird. Yeah.
The thing for me, the vegetarians that are like, oh, it tastes like chicken, or like they make these products that are like, oh, it's just like beef. Well, then like, why aren't you eating beef if it's
Yeah,
so bad?
that's what
Like,
I used to
why are
think,
you? Yeah. Oh, okay.
But I don't know. Just watch these. I don't know. I've been writing about this too. So it's just a lot. But the latest thing, okay, there's a documentary called You Are What You Eat.
Mm-hmm.
And the biggest thing was they measured like blood flow and arousal. See, now I've piqued your interest.
I mean, we
Yeah.
made
Okay.
hard eye
Yeah.
contact when that
Yeah.
happened. Yeah. I was like, ooh, a secret.
Yeah, because usually no one gives a shit. And then so like their erections were stronger for the males, and for the females, one lady, it was like 388% more arousal on a vegan diet compared to her twin sister who was on an omnivore diet. And I'm like, yeah.
It's probably because you're like, ooh, I could eat that person right now, you know?
Or just I'm just so happy to see meat.
I just want to bite their side, you know?
Yeah.
She's like, oh, Brian, you're biting kind of hard. You're like, I just need one taste.
There are people who are into biting, and it's,
Ooh,
yeah.
I'm not into anything rough, like even the hard nails.
Oh, yeah.
And you can't make that sound, you know? You can't go, ah. You know? I want to go, ah, no, don't do that. You know? Can't do that, though.
I know
Yeah.
it's like common for men to have like a thing, like a fetish, to fetishize things. Do you think women have a thing? Like,
I think everyone has their own thing.
like I don't know. I don't know if I could think of a woman in my life that I know that has like a kink or like a thing that they're into that's a little.
I also don't think they talk about it as much.
Oh, girls talk
you
about
know?
everything.
Yeah, but like to
Yeah.
each other. It's not like out, you know? I mean, I don't know. We don't really talk about like weird shit like
I don't
that.
know. Like one of
either.
my best friends, she's like, God, I just want to have a black baby. That's what she says all the
Oh.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's gay, you know?
Oh.
Yeah.
I feel like
So
she
she
can,
doesn't-
she can do this.
So it's not.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's not that she wants like a black dude. She just wants a black baby.
I don't know. You
Yeah.
know, she wants a black man too.
But she's gay?
I know. It's a thing. It's a
Oh.
thing. I know. I know.
She could have a little love triangle with a
Yeah.
little. What is it? A polycule?
What?
A polycule.
Is that something
Yeah.
that you wouldn't eat? What is this?
It's a poly thing. But it's like a molecule, because you know how it's like the little things and they're connected. So for example, like if we were together, that would be. I don't know all the terminology.
you
Thank
know
you,
more
Brandon.
Yeah, I was
terminology
like,
than
thank
you.
most,
We are
you know?
educated
Yeah.
here.
So like,
Okay, there we
if
go.
if I was dating Maggie and then we were poly and she was dating Brian, we would be polycules because we have a romantic relationship with the same partner. So we're connected. Think of it like a family tree.
Oh.
Because you know how different, like if you look, I don't know if you ever took chemistry, but they
Yeah.
connect, they're different configurations of connections. So like, let's say like we're all together, but only you, like we sleep together, or maybe maybe I'm only a lesbian.
See, I'm old school.
Maybe like,
I'm old school. So like you're giving this crazy name to it, dude. It's just, I'm just the side piece, you know?
yeah.
That's all it is. I'm just the side piece. They're trying to give it a name so it sounds more scientific and better than what. Look, your girl's cheating on her boy with me, and I'm the side piece. It is what it is, you know?
Unless they're all okay with it, and then
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not cheating, but guess what? I'm still the side piece, you
because
know?
she lives with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's a brave new world out there.
I guess. I
Just
think.
love who you love. Is this the 60s? Is that what we're experiencing? Love who you love?
I think we're getting back into like the age of
By the way,
Aquarius
when the
type.
free love was happening, there was no diseases. It was a little easier. Can I tell you this? Is what I
Wasn't
think.
that during AIDS?
No, the free love, that was before
Oh, I
AIDS.
don't know.
Yeah,
AIDS
yeah,
is
yeah.
like the 80s.
There was like nothing when everyone was just doing each other, no rubbers, you know? That's nowadays, that's crazy, you know? Coming from a guy who doesn't really use rubbers, you know, that's crazy, you know? This is what I think. I think this poly thing is becoming so big because people are like scared to lose love, you know? So they like don't let this person go, but they're like, let's just try to mix it up a little bit, you know? Do you get what I'm
Or-
saying here?
Yeah. Yes.
Because I think so often you can fall in love with a person and be in love with a person, but you don't even like them anymore. But you're like, I have this love for them and I don't want to let it go. And I definitely don't want to see you with someone else.
That's kind of
you
how
know?
I feel.
So, yeah. So then it's like, well, maybe we'll just like, you know, still have a little fun once in a while. And then we'll put little names on it to like make me feel better about it.
yeah.
You feel I'm going with
Yeah.
this?
It could be part of that, but it also could be partly we're bored and we're afraid of missing out on the next best thing.
Yeah, that too. But then, like, once again, well, see, that's like the opposite of my of my argument, you know?
Right, but I don't think it's just that black and white.
Yeah, I think people are. I don't know. I read a book on this called "Sex at Dawn." Have you heard of it? Mm-mm. It talks about how like the how monogamy is not the natural human condition, and it makes
7 years.
It makes arguments for that, but I don't know. But then someone wrote a counter argument book about it. I don't know what I believe anymore. I feel like I'm just trying to learn about everything.
I guess the question is like, what do you want? You know, and I don't think most
Yeah.
people can answer that question.
Yeah.
What do you want?
I don't even think it's that complicated. I think life is hard. Find someone that you don't hate, that you enjoy being around, and ride it out with them, you know? It's not easy to find people that you actually like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know? At this point, the girl I like has 2 kids, you know? And I'm like, but I like her. Fuck it, you know?
Yeah, you could be an aspiring stepdaddy.
Yeah, it's going to be great, you know? It's going to be fucking great.
You look enthused.
I am so excited to be a stepdad.
Do you want to be a real dad?
Yes.
Oh.
I'll just
that
get
can still
random
happen.
girls pregnant, you know,
Okay,
whatever.
that's not
Stop
good.
it.
That's how my family
Especially in
does it,
Texas.
you know.
That's a lot of polycules.
A lot of polycules. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. If they
Yeah.
ever find out about it, you know.
Oh man, don't be
that
like
guy.
Yeah, don't be like that, like the fertility doctor who's just putting his own samples.
Yeah, that's my dream.
No.
But then I got to become a doctor, and like that's a lot of school.
Oh, is that the barrier
Dude,
to
when
entry?
you were talking about chemistry for a minute, I was like, "Oh, kill me! I thought we
Oh,
were
I
done
hated,
with that."
I hated
you know?
chem. I was just giving like a visual
Yeah,
comparison.
Yeah.
I hate chem. I failed that shit. Not
Yeah,
literally,
yeah.
but wasn't
I
good.
learned it and forgot it.
I Asian failed it. I think I had a C plus.
So if y'all had like an ideal situation in a relationship, what would it be? Like your ideal perfection heaven with a man, a woman, polycules. What would it be? I'm curious.
What you go first? What do you mean?
I can't go first. I got to go last. You know?
Is this the question when you meet somebody on the app? Like, what are you looking for? Is that what you're saying? Is
Yeah,
that-
like just, you know,
Or
like
like
your
in a
dream
magic
scenario.
one. Yeah.
I just want to find somebody that I can like share all my shit with. I'm so public, and it's taken me a long time to learn how to stop oversharing.
Oh, I'm chronic.
But like, I can't stop talking, and I just get excited about all the things.
Yeah.
And so I just want to stand in front of someone who I'm attracted to, that I feel safe enough to be triggered by, that I know is not going to leave because I said something crazy. That's it.
Yeah, so for you, you want marriage.
Not
Because then
necessarily.
marriage,
I
you
want to
can't
meet
leave.
somebody.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
If
I want
I
to
leave,
meet
you
somebody
get
that
half
makes me
my
feel
shit.
like I want to get married. Do you know what I mean? There's there's a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. I feel like before you're married, at least for me, I was like such a hopeless romantic, and you know, I have a Pinterest board with my dream wedding and all that. And then after you're like, you've been married before, right? And then after you're just like, it is just a piece of paper, and like, what's the point? I mean, you know, there's still like if you want that, that's cool, but I don't know. I feel like maybe because I couldn't do drugs before, and then when I was in the military, and then afterward, and then I could like smoke weed and do shrooms, and I'm like, whoa, there's so many other ways to live,
Yeah.
and you don't have to live in this box that society said you have to go to college, get a 9 to 5, marry someone you tolerate, have 2.5 kids.
It's also like wild to think like what you want today is what you're going to want in 20 years from now. Like we're all still young, and to think that what I want now is still going to be the same in 20 years is like,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's one of my worst fears. Is just like waking up one day, looking at my wife, or at this point husband, you know, and just looking at their face and being like, I fucking hate you, you know.
Yeah, but I
that's
think
like
that's
the
like-
worst thing I think in the world. I think that's like hell, you know.
yeah,
It's
but
like you're around your worst enemy, you know.
Yeah.
I think that's though why they say you have to be present and you have to choose every day. You have to be aware and active and a participant in your own life.
Yeah.
And people
No.
quit so
Sorry,
easily
I'm just,
now
yeah.
because and I mean, I'm guilty of it too, but before it was okay, this is also bad, but they're like, I'll stick it out no matter what. Divorce is not an option, which is also bad because
That's
it leads to
crazy.
murder.
yeah.
But
Yeah. That's usually how murder does happen, though. I
Yeah.
agree with you. Yeah.
but now we're
That's
the
the
opposite.
Netflix documentary I want to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now we're the opposite, where it's like, well, you can always just like quit or get. I'm waiting for the next wave of like gay divorces because they fought for their right to get married, and now I'm like, is it all it cracked up to be?
Yeah. And now you're like, they're like, I miss fucking. Yeah.
What's the answer to the question for you?
What do I want?
Yeah. What's your ideal situation?
I mean, not stepkids, Yeah, just fucking what is anyone dating for, You want to get married. You want to have a person you can talk shit with. You want a person you can tell things to,
Mm-hmm.
It's so hard to find that person because, like you said, people quit, people just give up.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to find someone that, like, in 6 years' time, you're like not only still in love with them, but like, yes, it's still have new things to learn about the person. It's like rough, And I never thought I'd be alone because I'm tall.
That does help.
And I look like Shrek pre-potion or whatever she said last night,
That was her. Wait, that was your girlfriend that said that?
No,
Or the girl-
just
oh,
some
okay.
random girl.
Okay.
She
Whew.
was like, man, we just kept talking about the whole time. And you look like Shrek. It's like the whole time I was on stage talking, that's all you talked about?
That's all you could think about.
I was like, all right, well, fuck me.
Oh, man.
But that might not be a bad thing because they're like, am I Cameron Diaz enough to like talk to him?
Wait, I don't remember. Did Shrek ever become a human?
Yes.
I don't remember that.
Shrek 2.
Yeah, he becomes a human.
Yeah.
Oh.
A goddamn sexy human
Was he
at that,
sexy?
may I say.
Fiona was hot. I don't remember.
Yeah, Fiona was hot. Yeah. That's
Wait.
why he turns human.
Yeah, pull that up. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
remember.
Hot Shrek.
Oh.
Wait, let
Look
me
at
do
that jawline.
Oh, I do remember that,
Yeah.
and I still
Yeah.
don't like that.
Yeah, thanks.
I mean, I think you're more handsome than human Shrek.
Yes.
That is what's happening with his. Okay, wait. The beard helps.
He's also an
I
animated
think that's
character.
I think like a redditor did that, but
The beard helps. That's really
Yeah, the facial
when doesn't
hair.
a beard help?
Are you gonna grow yours out?
I
Ever?
can't. That's when a beard doesn't help. It's when it comes in
Just
all
patchy.
patchy. Yeah, you're like, hey, I'm a man. Yeah. You know how I got this beard? Chopping wood.
Yeah.
Actually.
yeah. I never used to be a facial hair person, but I don't know. Now it's maybe because it's one of those like, oh, you have healthy biological material or whatever your subconscious
Yeah.
girl brain.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
talking to someone that the other day that I was telling him like one of my kinks is like it was like a breeding thing, right? And he was like, "Oh, that's crazy," and I was like, "Is that crazy? Because that's like the whole reason we have sex,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, that's the
like
deep.
actually the most healthy thing
Right.
to have. That's why you should be doing it, you know?
Yeah.
You
Is
know?
that a kink or a natural biological
Exactly.
drive?
That's what I'm saying. And I didn't even know it was in me. She just said something, and I was kind of like, "Oh," you know? Yeah.
Well, some guys are like obsessed with pregnant women. Like that's
Yeah.
their thing.
Yeah, I think they glow.
But that's interesting too, because then you can't impregnate them because they're already.
Hey, but you sure can try.
You can try.
It's just an unusual shape, I'm sure. I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's just the glow. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's something attractive, like you got my baby inside of you, you know?
Yeah, but if it's
You
a
know?
a random pregnant lady that you see at like HEB, and then you're like, oh, I need that. And then like, what is that? I haven't looked into it.
I don't know. Next time I go to HEB, I'm going to look for the pregos, you know?
That's really.
Just try to get like a
It's in the
sniff
spaghetti
or
sauce
something,
aisle.
you know?
I'm sorry.
The pickles.
Should be like, sir, why are you so close to me? I'm just trying to get a whiff of your pheromones. That's it.
Yeah, I wonder what my like if I got pregnant. I wonder what my cravings would be.
Wait, do you want to have kids?
Eventually, maybe, but I don't know. The world's going to shit, so like, I don't know. This could all be over in a few years. Who knows?
We've been saying that for centuries, and
That's true.
here we are, still doing the thing.
That's true. I mean, yeah, we just got to do the thing until we can't.
Do you think women are waiting too long to have kids now?
They're trying to have lives.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't think so.
I mean, I in a weird way, I'm kind of upset I don't have children yet.
You're only 30.
Yeah, only 30.
Up until like 2 months ago, you were working at a bar.
Yeah. But that's just because I'm the oldest in my family, and my parents had me very young, you know? So literally my whole life, they would tell me like, hey, Brian, what's the family rule? And I'd be like, Dad, I'm not going to say it. There's company. He'd be like, no, say it. Say it.
Boy.
All right, Dad, no glove, no love, you know? That was my family motto growing up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I was always terrified of having kids, you know? The whole time I was scared, like, oh, you can't slip up.
What
You're gonna
age did he
ruin
make you
everything.
start saying that?
I'm fucking 8.
And
Wow.
like,
Yeah.
when did that switch for you though? Because now you're like, I want it.
Now that it's like, now
Or
that
do
I'm
you
getting
think
old,
you want it?
I think everyone that I know, my brothers, my sisters, my parents, you know, like the people in my life, right? They had kids young, and I've seen it help all of them.
Help?
Yeah.
In what way?
You literally have to grow up. You're responsible for somebody now, you know? Like, these people are not children anymore. I look at myself,
No,
and
they
I still see a
didn't.
child.
They didn't have to. They chose to.
No, but because now you have a kid, you have to grow up.
Just because you have a kid does not mean you have to grow up.
That's like
Yeah.
the definition
because
of a
so
good
many
parent,
people dip out.
Yeah.
though. Yeah, but those are just, they suck.
100%.
You know, I've seen everyone in my family stayed, so I just see them become better people.
Well, they
You know
don't
what I'm
suck.
saying?
Because
or they
they
suck less.
cho-
Yeah, they
chose-
suck, but you know, yeah, yeah,
But because they chose that,
yeah.
yes, it forced them. But they could have chosen not to.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is a choice.
Yeah.
Pro-choice.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if it's like so much a choice, more maybe even more of like a blessing that like, oh, you did have a kid. This
Yeah.
is going to help you, you know. But I think everyone is so, let me make my life before 30 and become successful and like do something or have fun.
Did you
right?
have fun?
I mean, I did a lot of drugs. I don't remember if I had fun, you know. That's the problem with having fun. You got to
You're-
take pictures.
I don't think you're doing it wrong. I think you're
Yeah.
doing it right. You had fun.
There's also like an urge in me that like I want to have a child.
Yeah,
you know?
and so now you're dating with intention and purpose, and you're like, "Yep, this is what I want. This is what I want."
Yeah.
And you're
Don't rush
growing
into
yeah.
something.
Especially a kid is for life. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no take backsies.
I'll just go get another tattoo or something.
Yeah. I mean, if it's tattoo or kid, probably.
You won't
Tattoo
worry
first.
because you just said
A
you
tattoo, you can cover it up.
you might want to have kids in the future. Yeah, all my tattoos I can cover up. But it doesn't worry you that like say you do want to have them, but then you can't have them.
That is a concern.
Yeah,
But
But there are also choices.
yeah.
yeah, because that's like a pretty quick timeline women have. You know, like it stops at 30. That's like you got to kind of like move rapidly here in a
Doesn't
sense.
stop
you
at
know?
30.
Stop at 30.
It like well, it slows down at 30, right? The chance of having a child.
Not till you're like 35.
Yeah.
I thought
And
it was
then-
30.
And then even
You started
still, like,
dropping.
women are having babies into their
Yeah.
40s,
And then they call it a geriatric pregnancy or
which is
something.
wild. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what is that?
It's like if
When
you
your uterus is old and your eggs are old.
yeah, but you're only
See,
like
they even
36.
give it a term though. You know.
Yeah.
See, I got another 15 years.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't
I've
need
been
this
on-
reminder. But
I didn't even. I was in cert, but that I don't know. I would just like pressure on y'all, kind of.
yeah, but see, if you don't have that pressure, don't rush into it. Like, I just don't like how people bring kids into the world willy-nilly, and then the kid has a bad life, and then it just continues this cycle of shittiness.
Were you a planned kid?
Yes.
Yeah. Were you a planned kid, Maggie? Or were you a fun little surprise?
I think I was a revenge baby.
What's that even mean?
Yeah, let's unpack that.
Do we have to?
No, we don't have to.
Yeah, I'm curious now. What is a revenge baby?
I think my mother got pregnant on purpose to keep my dad.
Did it work?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You have used that
And then they
before.
had an accident, and that was my sister.
Oh.
Yeah. I just, over Christmas, I learned some things about my family that I was like, oh, shit.
This past Christmas?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
so
was
that's
like,
fresh.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
That you were a revenge baby.
I think so.
Did your dad just find out about this too?
No, but I think he's just now feeling comfortable enough because I've been through enough therapy to be able to say, like,
Revenge, baby.
I think mom, yeah, I don't really want to talk
Wow.
about it on the pod, but because I'm just now finally having a
Yeah.
relationship with my mom that's like fun and I have boundaries and I can talk to her and I want that. And so I don't
Wow,
wanna,
what's
like,
that like?
Yeah.
Wait, okay, so like over Thanksgiving 2023, you wouldn't have said that, like you didn't know that, and now
I don't
we're-
think so, yeah.
Whoa,
Yeah. Isn't that's crazy?
that
huh?
is crazy.
Yeah.
It is weird to learn about things. Like I remember so many things with my family, where they would be like, "Oh, you won't understand. Like maybe when you're older, we'll tell you." And then, but kids are very perceptive, so you kind of like
Yeah.
know things.
Wait, did you ever find out any of those things that they were talking about that were very adult-like?
I don't know. I had inklings. I remember once my parents told me, because I hated being an only child. I still wish I had siblings. And they told me once that, like my mom was pregnant before me and it was going to be a boy and they had to get an abortion because she was on birth control. And so that's not safe because it would have been, I mean, not that there's not anything wrong with having disabilities or anything, but it was just going to be a more challenging
It sucks.
thing.
I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, it's just-
Yeah.
So they chose to like terminate that, and I cried for like 4 hours because in my head,
brother.
yeah, you don't understand the complexities of like, oh, my mom's
Yeah.
life could have been in danger if she carried through that, and I'm just like, you're so selfish. I could have had a brother, but yeah, as a kid, they're telling you like, oh, you'll understand when you're older, but you're like, I know.
Yeah.
Like I remember finding out how babies were made, and then I told my parents like, I know how babies are made. And then they're like, how? But then I got too embarrassed to explain it. So I just like made something up. And then they're like, oh, it's so cute. She thinks she knows.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I do know.
Wait, how'd you find out? 'Cause you didn't have any older siblings or anything to tell you.
I mean, kids taught. I went to school. I wasn't like a.
There are kids that have older brothers.
Yeah.
It does trickle down.
Also, the internet. I saw some
the
crazy
internet.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh, you had the internet. That's so
Oh, yeah.
lucky of you.
Man, but you were talking about
lucky?
like you knew how sex worked, and I imagine you're like a kid.
Yeah. And
So
then
like, oh, you're cute, and you're like 6, like
yeah, and then I got too embarrassed to like explain like the
Yeah.
P and the V. So I was like, oh, when a mommy and daddy love each other very much, they get in the bed and they hold hands and pass germs.
That's actually pretty accurate,
is,
though.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so
yeah.
cute.
It sounds like COVID,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. How old are you when you
yeah.
had your first boyfriend?
I had a boyfriend in like middle school. But you're not doing anything. You're just
No.
like, oh, he sat next to me at lunch, and then we don't talk.
Yeah.
I think I had like two boyfriends in middle school. My first serious boyfriend was in high school, like freshman year or something.
How long did that last?
I think like a year, like a little over a year,
Mm-hmm.
which I feel like for high school that's a long time.
That is a long
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Do you have a preference of dude?
I did it before.
She likes Shreks.
Say
Okay.
white.
Okay,
Say
it
white.
says
Say
Shrek,
white.
yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, well, obviously, because as an Asian female, like that's the only type we're allowed to have. No, I'm just kidding.
You're not kidding. That is so true.
Okay, before when I was younger, I had this theory. Also, this makes me sound like a huge whore, but I was like, you got to taste the rainbow. Because I had this fear.
I'm also a Skittles fan. I agree.
Yeah, because I had this fear that once you like settle down and get married and it's like one penis forever, and then like how do you know what
What
you don't know
flavor
what
you
else
like.
is out
Yeah,
there, right?
yeah.
But yeah, I think I don't know. I guess I like white dudes, and I think it's the Ali Wong like colonize the colonizer mentality, or because we're like, you look like the patriarchy. Like that's kind of how I like met Chris, my partner, because I'm like, you literally look like the patriarchy. You are a middle-aged white Republican male, and I will crush you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Between my knees.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And then eventually you're like, I love you.
yeah, so I
Yeah.
take a lot of stuff out on him.
How's he deal with that? Is he good with it? Is he a very calm dude, or is he like, hey, hey, hey?
You know about learned helplessness?
Learned helplessness?
Yeah.
No.
It's like this experiment where the dog. I don't like this experiment, but the dog the experimenter had dogs like try to escape, and then they would shock the dogs,
Oh, the Ramses. Yeah.
and then eventually, I don't remember all the details. But basically the dogs learned like, oh, there's no point in trying. I'm just gonna stay here and get shocked forever. Learned helplessness.
So you do that?
It's like Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't mean for this to be serious. It was supposed to be. It's supposed to be like, ha.
Oh no, I'm learning, so
I was
I'm
like, I'm
like, I'm
learning too, yeah.
intrigued. Yeah.
Um,
I'm just going. Do I do this? Is
no,
this,
I'm a
know?
bully for sure.
Nice.
I mean,
So you think he's experiencing learned helplessness? Is that what you're saying?
probably.
Okay.
Where he's like, I can't even fight her anymore. I can't even tell her
Probably.
why white people are the best.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I think it's like it's the same reason why I get really fascinated by like blonde women or like white girls, because I'm like, I can never be you. You're the opposite of me. You're like what the magazines told us.
Oh, you're not missing out
We're
on much.
supposed to
I just
look
want to let you
like.
know.
I don't
No one
know.
likes them. They're the worst. Okay.
It's the whole Eurocentric beauty standards and all that stuff.
Don't make that face, by the way, red. All right. Okay.
I don't
tell her
feel
what to
good
do.
hearing
All right.
it.
Why? You're not blonde-haired, blue-eyed. You're complete opposite.
Yes.
Yeah, but you're cool too. I mean, there's no.
Yeah, it doesn't.
No, I'm saying they are
fucking
not
matter.
cool. They are
Yeah.
not cool. They are not cool. Don't
I
try
feel
to.
like they're
Don't try
definitely-
to. That's not, that can't be the standard. That's not the
Stop
standard
it,
for
because
y'all, right?
you were just like Margot Robbie level hot blonde hair.
That's
blue
Margot
yeah, you did
Robbie,
too.
though.
I do love
That's
her.
Margot Robbie. That's Barbie. That's
Yeah, but that's the
different.
thing. We're raised on
That's
like
not all of them.
Barbie is beautiful. You are not beautiful. Like that's.
But
what
that's
we're
like the
raised on.
like blonde hair, blue eyes, Hitler's wet dream is like the standard for women.
Yeah,
That's like what pretty is.
according to my mom, according to the media.
You
How about-
probably don't
did you
remember,
get
but
that?
like Callista Flockhart in the 90s.
Who's that?
Who? Is that the girl from Charmed?
No.
Can you pull that up without safe search?
Can you spell that?
Yeah.
Were you trying to see
she's
a
an
titty?
actress.
Yeah, me
in,
too.
No,
but in the
no.
night, it's the same. It's like Kate Moss, but there was this idea that you had to be stick thin.
Oh yeah,
Like-
no one thinks that anymore.
Now,
That's
thank
disgusting.
you, the Kardashians. But like, yeah,
Is
I
her
get-
ass real or not?
No, definitely not.
I think it is.
No,
I think there's a
Also-
little help. But
You guys think Kim Kardashian's ass is real?
I think it used to be.
Think so. Wait, and then Kanye's
You're
new
smoking
girl looks
crack.
like a clone, but
Like
like
a her
younger.
clone? No, she got that shaved head, doesn't she?
wait, who?
Kanye's wife.
The new one?
Yeah. Don't she have?
Wait, are
didn't
they
she have a
married?
Shaved head? Yeah.
Already?
He's a man of God. He's only fucking if he's married now. You know.
I thought he is God,
He's only
according to
having.
him.
He's only having threesomes if he's married. You know.
Oh my
I would.
don't
I
even
would also
know.
like if his wife was Jewish. That'd be. That's the colonizer thing
Oh,
right there. I'm taking one of
wow.
yours.
God.
That would be pretty crazy.
Gotcha. Oh,
Oh
his
wow,
wife?
we're the same age.
Hell yeah. How old is Kanye?
Oh
Good
wow,
for
she has
him.
the same birthday as Chris. That's crazy.
He's 46.
Hell yeah. Good for Kanye.
Oh
That's how
man,
you
they
do
still
it,
have a
Kanye.
smaller age gap than
That's
us.
king. That's king stuff right there. By the way, good for Chris. Chris, if you're watching this, good shit, my guy. That's how you do it. I keep my very successful friend. He's talking to this woman right now that has a kid and it's like doing cocaine in front of him and
In front of the kid?
no, in front of him. And I'm like, dude, you fucking doing cocaine in front of you? She's 30. Like that's crazy. That's something you do in secret, you know?
Yeah, but if you are like romantically involved, you should be able to do your
Yeah.
drugs in front of. I mean, if you're doing drugs in private with your partner, like I think that's a red flag.
I think if one person in the relationship does cocaine and the other one doesn't, there's probably no chance of that working, you know?
I don't disagree.
You know?
Do you feel the same way about weed?
I mean, as a weed smoker, you know?
I
Yeah,
think about
yeah.
this all the time because like there's so many comics that are sober, and it's like I don't like to admit this, but like yeah, I've thought about like dating a bunch of them. You know, like so many of you are so funny and so high. It's just like God damn it, I can't help it. Okay, but then you're like sober, and I'm like, but I'm not. And I'm like, can I? And I think about it. Can I sustain a relationship with somebody that cannot have a drink? I don't drink all the time. It's rare.
But you want to be able to go out. and
But
get a
like
drink.
sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
Would you notice the difference?
Yeah, because they're like when you have like drunk sloppy sex, it's fun.
Actually, they said that in Louder Milk too, where it's like you can't be so, or like don't let the girls, because they're about to have like a foursome or whatever. he was like, I can't drink. And he was like, don't let them think you're not drinking because then the girls feel judged.
Yeah,
I guess that is true.
Yeah.
Actually, that is true because I dated a guy who didn't drink once, and he, this is a whole other story, but he flew me out to Germany because he was working there.
You really do like white dudes.
And
huh?
I like old white dudes. But we went to Volksfest, which is like the second biggest Oktoberfest.
Well, I just got a real quick question before you start. I'm so excited for the story. If you brought home an older white man, would your mom be excited?
I did bring home.
And she was like, yeah.
My parents love Chris because they think, because there's this white worship culture in Asian culture.
I didn't know that.
At least for my parents. And so every time, like now my partner's like the authority on everything. They'll ask me for my opinion and I'll give it. And even if it's a good opinion, they're like, okay, so Chris, what do you think about this? How do you fix? He's very handy and he's very like put together. So
Are you detecting a subtle accent when she does her parents' voice?
Yeah, no, for
Okay,
sure.
that's
yeah.
how they talk.
I thought she was just leaning into it.
I
you
thought-
know? I was like, you're really setting the picture.
Well, my dad
No, I
doesn't.
like it.
My dad doesn't have an accent, but when I imitate my mom.
The guy who used to go back to China doesn't have an accent?
No, he's a good. I get my language skills from him. He's a
Alright.
good. Like my mom's been here forever, and she.
I think that's kind of adorable, too.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
wanted to make sure I wasn't hearing things. Like, was I imagining it? That's why I asked you. I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah, that would. And I'd be like, no, you're just racist. I'm talking normal.
maybe.
I also feel
What
like
are you talking about? I don't have an accent. Why are you saying I have an accent? You white people are so mean.
yeah, that's the next thing I was saying. I also feel like if you're an Asian lady with an accent, you can get mad at things, and no one's like, oh, you know?
Oh, it's scary.
Like,
have
when
you
I
ever
get
had
mad,
an
it's
Asian
like-
lady yell at you? It's terrifying.
Yeah, once or twice, but I never really felt threatened. I was like, you just got to get this out, you know? Like, you just got to get this off your chest. Does that
You're
make sense? Like,
silent
they're
assassins.
allowed to yell.
Yeah.
Which kind of jealous. I can't yell. It's scary.
Well, that's the only thing they have. You're tall.
Yeah, and it's, he's going to eat me or,
Yeah.
you know, whatever Shrek
True.
does. Wait, tell your October story fast real quick.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so he didn't drink. He chain smoked though. So that was gross. He had a lot. This is the one time where I was like blinded by money. But he offered to buy me all this stuff and I should have said yes, but I'm too nice and I was like, "No, don't buy me a MacBook." Looking back, I'm like, "Yeah, asshole, spend money on me." But at the time, I was like, "No, it's okay." But yeah, it was weird. Like if you're getting drunk
Yeah.
by yourself
Yeah.
and then
He's just
he
in a
wasn't very
corner
fun either.
smoking.
Yeah. It was not good. Not good.
You want another beer? I'll buy you another beer. I'm having
Yeah.
a great time.
And then so that was like October, and then I went home and I like felt weird about it because I was like, that was bad. I was blinded by.
But like also you got to see
Thing.
Germany.
Yeah,
so
you went
that's
to
cool.
Germany.
Yeah,
you went
but
to
then I didn't
Oktoberfest.
do anything because he wasn't fun and he didn't drink, and I was in college.
Oh.
And then like a week later, I was like, hey, thank you, and just trying to like talk it out. And he's like, oh yeah, I'm flying another woman out here for Thanksgiving.
No,
Oh, well, that makes it easy. Okay.
Yeah, it did make it easy, but I'm like, wow, and then that's
Did
when
you-
girls start learning that guys are.
Did you have sex with him?
Yeah.
yeah. Wait, do you really think he was flying another girl out?
Yeah.
I think the only reason you tell that to a woman is because you're trying to hurt her because she hurt you.
No, he's just telling the truth.
I don't think you're really like, hey, by the way,
Yeah.
I was just so like young.
another
and
girl wants to
naive.
see Germany, you know?
I should have done more. I should have said yes to the MacBook. I should
Yeah.
have said
How-
yes to
how
all
old
the
were you?
things. 21.
Yeah.
When did you go
That
into the
guy's
military?
rich.
Right after college,
What branch were you in?
Marine Corps.
Damn.
Wait, were you an officer in the Marine Corps?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That's intense.
Are you on reserve now technically?
No, I'm
Okay.
out now.
Yeah. She's I'm free.
I'm free. Dobby is a free elf.
Wait, so does that translate into your sex life at all?
What do you mean?
Like being this
Am I
woman?
like, get down and give
yeah,
me?
yeah.
No.
You like had power over men. Like that was your job, you know?
Not really. I was more like, cause as a new lieutenant, you're more like a mama bear. Like you're but then you have other asshole white dudes telling you what to do.
Wait, what do you mean mama bear though? Like you're like, oh, those push-ups won't hurt as bad next week?
No, because they're your. I mean, I was in an administrative role, but your shop, like your platoon, they're like under your charge. But I was more trying to nurture them. I mean, they're like kids. They're 18, 19.
Did you get deployed anywhere?
No.
You seem
Sadly.
disappointed.
I am disappointed.
I just wanted to get one.
Yeah, I don't know. I think people who join, at least the Marine Corps, you want to see
Some action.
You want to feel like you're making a difference and you're actually doing something, and you have a secret death wish, or maybe not everyone does. I did, but yeah, you're like, well, if I want to die anyway, I might as well die for my country, which is like a very. And then when you get out, and then some of the Kool-Aid wears off, you're like, oh, that was silly.
I'm lucky to be here.
Yeah.
By the way, I think you might have just solved a problem in America. Guys, if you're sad and you don't want to live anymore, just join the military.
Yeah, but then no, because then you could get other people killed. Like I hope there's never a draft, because some people who volunteered already suck and don't want to be there. And then if you have people who really don't want to be there, they're just gonna.
They're not helping. They're hurting.
I don't
their
think
brothers. Yeah.
I don't think anyone wants to be there, you know.
Oh, some people do.
Yeah.
It's their whole life.
That's
their
good.
whole-
Well, bullets and bombs,
brainwashing.
that's God bless, they could do that, you know, but the majority I don't think want to be there, you know.
Yeah, it depends on the day, I guess.
But if you're sad and you don't want to live, join the military.
All right, Demi, I'm going to hand you these
I
cards.
do not endorse this recruitment.
Just pick one card, and there's going to be a bunch of questions on them.
Oh,
And then you
ladies'
can
night.
answer. Pick one question that you want
Yeah, I
to
brought
answer.
this from my house.
Feels like tarot.
Kind
Oh,
of.
can I tell you? Can I tell you a funny story real quick?
Yeah.
So I was having relations with my lady friend, right?
Uh-huh.
She's telling me, she goes, "Yeah, Brian, I haven't had my period yet." Yeah, right.
Is this a step?
You guys said, "Huh?" I went,
Stepdad guy,
"Really?" Yeah, this is stepdad girl, and I was like, she was like, "I haven't had my period yet," and I was like, "Oh, don't worry, I got a test right here." And she was like, "You have a test right here?" And I was like, "Yeah, I got a whole stack of them just in case." And she was like, I only had one, but I was just playing. But she was like, "What the fuck?" She's
Yeah.
like, "You just have a test?"
What? Wait, why did you have a test?
They were giving free stuff out one time, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I might need these," you know. There's also
Wait,
some
they're giving out
Magnum.
pregnancy tests?
Yeah, it was like a Plan B,
are
condoms.
expensive,
Yeah, it was funny because just like the pregnancy test, there were some Magnums in there, and I was like, "Oh, I'll probably never use these," you know.
I don't love any of these, but I.
Pick a different card. Pick a different one.
Okay, wait.
yeah.
Okay, I'm
Can I
just
t-
gonna ask you to pick a number 1 through 8.
No, pick your favorite
Yeah,
one.
pick your favorite one.
Because there's some of them that suck on there.
Okay, here's one. I met somebody, and we went out, and it's so much fun right now, but we haven't kissed yet, and I'm so nervous that it's not going to be good.
As magical as you think it's gonna be.
I'm having so much fun talking to this person, and he's so consistent, and it's like it's starting really great, but I'm so nervous now to like kiss him
Why?
because my last experience kissing someone was awful, and it's like the beard thing, and I'm so nervous that it's not gonna.
What do you mean
Tastes
beard
good.
thing?
Well, the last guy that I kissed had a beard oil problem where it was like I could taste. It was so gross, and I didn't like him enough, like this person that I do. So I was like, I don't want to keep trying this. This was also the guy that was like, I told him, I got poached to be on that show Married at First Sight,
Oh yeah.
and then
I want to hear more about that.
and then he was like, oh, well, we can just keep hanging out until then. And I was like, no, we can't. That's crazy.
I mean, what else are you supposed to say in that situation, though? You know?
Good luck to you. Thanks for buying my beer. Bye-bye.
Yeah, but that's you know how cool and confident of a man you have to be.
No, he was not cool or confident.
You remember what we talked about though? Men fall in love in the beginning. Women fall in love after.
Okay, well, I can tell because
Really?
this new guy is like he's like head over heel. Like we met on Sunday and I was
I
like,
feel like
okay,
I
well, I
suck
can
at
meet
this.
you either Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. This time, or this time. And he was like, oh, definitely Monday because we had off. So we met and it was so fun. It was really hard to like leave. It was really hard to leave.
Wait, what you guys do? You do something fun?
We
was
just
it
played
basic?
board games at a like coffee beer place.
Oh, that's not bad. That's a good first
No, it was
date,
really
yeah.
fun. It was so fun, and I laughed so hard. And then we didn't kiss or anything. It was just like big long hug, and then he was like, "Please
Wait,
text."
sexy hug or regular hug?
I thought of you, and it was regular. It was regular hug. It was not
fucking
sexy hug.
He don't know about sexy hug. That's
Probably
why.
not.
That's a move. I'm
And
telling
then
you.
he was like, text me at home. I was like, okay. So I text. He's like, God, it was so fun. Next day, same thing. Hey, good afternoon. Like, I know you're working really hard. Something. And then wound up texting. It was just fun. I thought of you, and I was like, oh man, I'm having so much fun. Like,
I'll tell you right now. I like that you're thinking about me while texting
I
him,
well, because I
you
think of
know?
this show is what the problem is. I think of this show and things
That's
that
my
you've said.
favorite
I'm like,
thing.
ah. And then last night I was probably on the phone for like 90 minutes, just like, like it was so
Just
fun.
Just
And he
pulling a
told me, he
grease,
was like,
huh?
I know. He was like, I'm really sad that I couldn't see you Tuesday and Wednesday. I was like, whoa, slow down, bro. Slow down.
Does he say I miss you yet?
No,
God, I hate when I miss you. I hate it.
it's
Come
been
see me.
4 days.
All right. Hey, demigod, you got one over there?
I
or
suck
what?
at. Can you guys just pick one? Because
Sure.
I
I picked the one on
there's-
the left.
Number 2.
Number 2. Number 2, my lord.
If your pet could talk, what would it ask you to stop doing so often?
Probably jacking off around it.
Yeah, they do be watching.
It's weird. They make eye contact.
They do make eye contact.
Yeah, I hate it. I gotta go. Get
My
out of here.
cat will stay on the bed, like if we're having sex, and then you see the cat just like bouncing. He'll turn around. So he's not watching, but he's still on the bed. And then the dog, because we have a dog and a cat, and then the dog just, because the dog's eyes look like human eyes,
Yeah,
and then she's just judging.
yeah,
And then she just like jumps off the bed, and she's like,
yeah.
"Ugh."
She's like, "Oh, Chris, that move again." yeah.
Yeah, and then Chris is always like, yeah, like the dog's like, come on, mama, get yours. And I'm like, no, the dog is like, y'all nasty.
Yeah. Hey, at least when the cat's in the bed, though, he got 2 pussies in his bed. That's pretty cool, huh? Swing and a miss.
You know,
All right.
the pets probably wish that we would have sex more because they're like, why is dad sad all the time? And why is mom asexual? I don't know. I don't know. It's weird.
Is that what your pet would say about you, though?
Maybe. Yeah, they're
Right.
like, you need to rub one out. Why are you so uptight? Our pets just want us to be happy, right?
I don't know. My pet just wants more food all the time.
That's true too.
My dog disappears if the vibrator comes out.
Hell yeah. That's
Yeah,
a
they
smart
know.
dog.
But that's the thing. It's like they know.
Yeah, he doesn't. I don't think he likes it. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. It's,
Yeah, he's a dog.
yeah,
Yeah.
Bro, let
it's
me
not
tell you
for
this.
him. Yeah.
Let me tell you this. This is something to end on. You're probably going to look at me like that last joke I just told. I was high the other day, and you know how they're talking about aliens, and they're going to release aliens, and aliens are real, and they're going to tell us the information. And I was high the other day, sitting there thinking, right? And I was like, if I was an alien, what would I do? I was like, well, I get here early before they even knew like what was going on.
How early?
Like kind of early, you know? And maybe I'd be a threat at first, you know?
Like 2000 BC?
So they're like,
or like
oh,
7 a.m.?
he's like, I'm kind of scared of him. Yeah, like 2000 BC,
Okay.
you know? And I'm like, he's a little scary, you know? I'm scared of him. But then I pretend like, they got me, you know? Kind of like I do with women. Like I have the power, but I let them think they have the power, you know?
That's cute.
And then I'm like you know? Then I'm in. Then I'm by the fire chilling. I'm their friend, you know? And then in the future, I get them to like feed me and walk me.
Cats are aliens. That's my
Boom.
theory.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, what if dogs and cats are the fucking aliens?
Cats in particular. That's why the Egyptians worship them.
Dude, I'm telling you, I was high the other day thinking about it, and I was like, if I was an alien, that's what I would do.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know?
I have
Like,
7
you got a
pages on-
slave, basically, you know? Just does everything for you. And then if you think
Yes.
about it, you never know what a cat's doing. Like, you're just at work, and they're just at home, what, licking their nuts and chilling?
Yes.
You're telling
They're
me
plotting.
that's not the life? They're plotting.
And
exactly.
a cat's meow mimics a baby's cry.
I know.
That's some alien shit.
And they have the little virus or the little neurotoxin in their poop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to let you know, Demi,
Cats are
thank
aliens.
you. thank you for letting me know I'm not crazy.
You're not crazy.
That someone else agreed with this point.
I took an edible and watched Ancient Aliens. I have like 7 pages about how cats are aliens.
All right, maybe we're just fucking high too. You know, like,
But that's how you see.
yeah, dude. Because I was like, this might be real.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, Demi, thank you for coming on the show. What's
Thank
your
you
corner
for
of the
having
internet? How
me.
do we stay up to date with what you're up to?
Mostly Instagram at the Demi Chang. I'm trying to. I hate social media, but it's a necessary evil. I'm trying
Gotta do
to.
it.
I'll try to do more stupid things and post it, but yeah, that's most of it. I can't keep up with all these platforms.
That's
Like
fine.
I got Threads. I think I have 1 post. I have a TikTok. I don't really post it. It's
She's
so
just there
much.
for the lumberjack. Yeah.
Yes. There's also a lesbian. I think I came off really gay in this episode, which is fine, but it's the Tims.
That's how I come off in life. So I feel
There's just too much internet.
Stay tuned to what Demi's doing because you are starring in my next music video.
Oh, yes.
Which we are
Keep an
filming
eye out.
a couple days after this comes out. So
Yes, I'm very excited.
Yeah.
me too.
Yay.
Me too. I've been Maggie Mayfield.
I am Brian McDuffie.
Thank you so much, Brandon Legendre, for producing this show. And you can find us on all the social medias at Slide In Pod. Thanks for watching.
I'll put my OnlyFans in the link.